and welcome back to my channel. Firstly, before we even start the video, I want to say it's been 2 months since I've put a video out, since I've put one out for you guys to watch and on this channel. And I just want to say and explain why that is, and then we'll get into the video. So why has it taken so long for me to film another video for you guys to watch and to put out for you guys? Simple really. I'm autistic and I have a job, and that is exhausting enough without trying to think of something to film, finding the time to film it, being happy with what I filmed, edit it, and then upload it. And I never really asked to be a content creator. It kind of just fell into my lap, and it's something that, don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoy doing. I love content creating, I love filming stuff for you guys. I really enjoy that. It's something I really enjoy. So it's not that I'm gonna stop doing it, but I have to be in a position where I'm not exhausted and in a position where I feel able to turn the camera on, set everything up and record and put out a video for you that I'm happy with. I would never put out a video that I'm not happy with, because what would be the point of me creating it? So, all that aside, let's get into the video. So, you might be able to tell from the thumbnail what this video is about. So, I actually bought some loops. Now, they're not cheap by any means. They're nearly £30 for them. And I'm not sure, I can't remember, I should have looked on the website before I decided to record this, but you can get different loops, so they literally reduce the noise by different amounts of decibels. So I needed them for work. I work in education, so I go in the staff room, and at break times and lunch times it is always very loud, to the point where I can't cope with it. I never really want to segregate myself, and I don't really want to wear my ear defenders, and so I just wanted something that is discreet but does the job of reducing noise, but where I could also talk without being muffled or sounding different. So I thought, right, I've seen loops, I've seen other people use them, wear them, and they've said how amazing they are and how well they get on with them. I'll give it a go. So I bought some, right? So the packaging is beautiful. I'm going to show you. I bought the Engage loops, and they reduce the noise by 16 decibels, which I think is amazing. So I got them in Lucid Rose. So there are different colours depending on which what loops you get, and they've actually just released, and I have seen them and I really want a pair, a new collection of loops and different colours, and I really want the violet purple one, because they're just, purple's my favourite colour, but they look insane. So this is how they come. Loop Engage I got. This is the packaging. Out and about it says, it's a beautiful box, tells you the colour that you've picked. I picked Lucid Rose, loop earplugs. Now, the thing that I want to say is that the only reason that I hadn't tried loops before this is because I don't like something inside my ear, and I don't like that sensation, and I don't like it because, one, it's the sensation of having something there, and two, it's, am I shouting with these in? And how do you measure that? Unless somebody says, quieten down, you're shouting. But let me show you what they are and how they come. So they come in a box like this. You open it up, and then it says, your life, your volume. I couldn't read that back to front. And then if you want more, you can scan. And then it looks like this. And you open this bit up, and I don't want to drop it. So it comes like this, and it has different tips. So you can change the tips if they don't suit you. So you can see I've already changed mine, and I've changed mine to the extra small. So there's extra small, small and large, and I would assume the ones that it came with are the mediums. So they come like this. They're already in like a carry case. Mine came in this black one. As you can see, it says loop. It's got like a little flexi holder. So when you open it, The loops will be inside, obviously, but mine aren't because I've bought a carrot case. These are the tips that it originally came with. I assume these are the medium ones, and these are the ones that go inside your ear. So, my loops, as you noticed, aren't in there. I bought a carrot case because I actually didn't know how they came. I didn't know that they would come in one of these already. But actually, I got a little loop carry case, and that was in mint. And this is what it looks like. How nice is that colour? I love the colour. Again, it's got a loop and it's got the flexi like carry bit. I still find this really, really small, and in work I find it, even though that it's really small and really discreet, I find I'm a bit scared in case I lose it and lose my loops. So I open this up, and inside are my loops. I don't know if you can see that, I'm scared of dropping them. Okay, so let me show you what they look like. So this is what they look like. So they're a nice little rose colour. And then there's the tip here, and that goes in your ear. So this is not the silicone one. This is like the plastic version. You can get loops in silicone, but as I say, each different set of loops does something different for different like scenarios. So mine were for like social gatherings and stuff like that, and also they reduce sound by different amounts, so mine are 16 decibels. So let me show you what they look like in, and also I'm going to talk to you on the camera with them in so that you can kind of see what I sound like, but also so I can see what I sound like with them in, and whether I'm shouting, whether I'm yelling, and whether I have to turn my volume down, as in turn my own speech down. Now, the one thing that I don't like about these is I have, over the last week, been trying them in my ears, in class, just trying to get used to the sensation of having something in my ears. And I'm still not used to that, so I still have a way to go to get used to having them in my ears. Another thing I need to say is when I wear them, it's really weird because I don't know how to explain it, but I'm going to try my best. When I wear them and I speak, I find I can hear myself speak in my head and not out loud. Hence the reason I don't know how loud I'm being when I've got them in. So I find that a challenge, especially because in the classroom, if I'm shouting, like my students are going to be like, why are you shouting at me? And I'm going to have to explain, I've got something in my ears and I can't hear. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And when I say you can't hear, I can hear. I can still hear everything. It just reduces everything down to a really comfortable and calm level. And believe me, when I put them in, it's really calm. Like my whole body just automatically goes really calm because everything's reduced. But let me put them in so I can show you what they look like in, so that you can see that they're discreet, but also, like I said, to speak to you guys. So I'm going to put them in. Give me a second whilst I put them in. Okay, so I've got them in and I'm speaking to you with them in my ears, and I have no idea how loud I am because I can hear me speaking, not out, but in here. And I don't like that sensation of not being able to regulate how loud I'm being. But from the front, you can't see them at all, so you wouldn't know that I've actually got them in. Let me see if I can turn for you guys. So here, let me see if I can come closer. I can't see what you're seeing, so I can't see if I'm getting it right. But this is my loop in my ear, and it's so discreet that you can barely see. I'm really hoping that I actually did show you that properly, because I couldn't see then what you guys were seeing. And if not, I'll have to edit that bit out and then put a bit later on when I've got somebody. Oh, there we go. Can you see it now? So it's in my ear, and because it's Lucid Rose, you can't really tell that I've got it in. It's that discreet. And even with my hair up, I think I'd feel confident in wearing them. and using them when I need to. So I was just wondering what I could hear in the house. Bear in mind there's nobody here except me today. Everyone else in my house is at work. I do have the washing machine on. I literally can't hear anything. I can't hear it, which is nice. It's relaxing, it's calm, and in an environment where you've got a social gathering and it is really loud, these really help with that, because they turn that volume right down, and they definitely help in the classroom as well. I actually don't know how loud I am. I don't know if I'm yelling at you guys, and I'm really sorry if I am. But it's a learning curve, and I think it's something that I need to get used to, is wearing them but speaking as well, so that I know how loud I am and how to sort of turn my inner volume down, if that makes any sense. So that's the only thing I don't like, is the fact that I can hear me speak, but I hear it in here rather than out here. And I feel like when I've got it in, because I can hear myself speaking in my head rather than out loud, I feel like all of a sudden I start speaking differently, and I start getting a lisp and just speaking differently, because I feel there's something in my ears and I'm not liking that sensation. However, they're really helpful. I really want to get used to having them in my ears, and I also really want to be able to enjoy having them in my ears, enjoy speaking at a normal speaking range of volume, because I really want to be able to use them when I need to at work, specifically in the classroom and in the staff room. They'll help so much, so that I'm not trying to mask so much potentially, but also just so I can buy them in a different colour. Like, they've just brought out purple ones, and I really want them. But I just thought, because they're so expensive, they're nearly £30 for a pair of loops, and because they're so expensive, I don't want to buy them if I'm not using them a lot or using them all the time, and I find that I can't get along with them. So I'm trying to use them quite a bit and trying to get used to the sensation and used to me speaking with them in, and see how it feels, see how I feel. And hopefully I can get used to it and buy some more. I'm going to take them out now, because I don't know how loud I was in any of that part of the video until I watch this back when I'm editing. Let me just put them back in my carry case before I lose them, which I don't want to do, because like I say, they are quite expensive. I have ear defenders, and they reduce the sound by a lot, and I did spend like nearly 30 quid on those as well. And I kind of find the more you spend on ear defenders, the better they are at defending the sound, if that makes any sense. I've had a few different ear defenders, a couple from Snug, and they were great. And then I found, I can't remember the brand that I've got now and that I use now, but I found the ones that I'm using currently, and they're amazing. They block out so much more sound, so they're awesome. But I don't want to ever wear my ear defenders in the workplace and seem different. And I know that's stupid, because if I need, to reduce sound, then I need to reduce sound. Anything that helps is a bonus. But yeah, so I will keep you guys updated on the progress and whether I get on with the loops. And I'm really hoping, having spent the 30 quid, that I get on with these. I love the colour of this carry case, and the carry cases are available in different colours as well, and I chose the mint because I just didn't want to lose them and I wanted to be able to see them. And I thought it was a great choice of colour. So I'm really hoping that I will get on with these, and hopefully not shout at my students when I have them in my ears, and hopefully get used to that sensation of actually having them in my ears. I hope this video has kind of been informative, because I know that some people are like, oh, what is it like? Are they okay? I'm really interested in the video. I'm really hoping this has been informative for you, and I'm really hoping that it has helped you to understand how the loops work and what they do. If you have any questions, any other questions about the loops, I would be actually more than happy to respond to you guys, to do another video potentially, whatever you guys need really. So if you've got any questions about the loops, then you can drop me a message at any time on my socials. I am at just Jenny 19 on Instagram if you want to go over there, because I post a lot of polls if I am doing a podcast and I need a particular answer, or I want to see the general consensus. I always post those on there, so you can get involved in my podcast over there as well. And I post a lot of my day-to-day life, how I'm coping, you know, every day with my autism, because each day is different. So yeah, go follow me. And I'll see you guys really soon for another video. I hope you guys are well. Bye.